On my next bite, I want to get everything in one bite, including all those toppings. Oh, look at that beautiful burger. Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in New York City. It is a Sunday this morning and we are on our way to have coffee. Then we're gonna have some lunch, and after that we're gonna meet up with a friend of mine that I've known for many years and go to church. And then after that, hopefully have some more food. But the first thing this morning, on our way to have coffee. The coffee shop is called Stumptown Coffee, and it's out of Portland, Oregon, and it is pretty cool, classy coffee shop. They have a lot of cold brews, and I was a little bit torn between my decision because I really want a hot coffee this morning because I like to drink hot coffee, but I really wanted to try the cold brew on draft. So I decided to make a compromise. I got the hot coffee, but then I bought one bottle of the cold brew, which I will have later this afternoon, but I'm gonna drink the hot coffee now. Oh yeah, that's a good coffee. I got an Americano right now. Oh, it has a fruity taste for sure. We are very near to the Flatiron building, so we're gonna take a walk over there and check out the Flatiron building. This is one of the landmark buildings in New York City, known for its triangular shape, and it really is a beautiful building. What I really like about it is that there are so many buildings in Manhattan, and you get, like, everything starts to kind of look similar, but the Flatiron building really stands out. And not only that, but it's in a kind of a plaza area of New York City, so there's space around it. It's just like a beacon of shining light in the middle of New York City. And now we're gonna walk across the street to the park over here. New York is such a fast-paced city, so it feels so good just to walk around a park drinking a coffee on a slow, peaceful, quiet Sunday morning. And this is really good coffee. Ying and I have just been enjoying this morning in New York City, walking around the park and drinking coffee. Right now we're at Madison Square Park, and I had originally thought that we were gonna go down the street a little bit to a restaurant for lunch. But walking through the park, and I didn't know this before, there is a restaurant which I did not want to leave New York City without trying, and it happens to be right within the park. It's 10 a.m. now, they open at 11 a.m., so we're gonna wait here for an hour. And coming up, Ying, are you excited to try Shake Shack for the first time?
I think so.
You've been waiting for it. ใช่ไหมครับ?
จริงเหรอ?
ใช่
Five Guys, I go for Five Guys.
While I'm waiting for them to open, I've just been reading a little bit about Shake Shack and their history and beginnings. The actual original location is right here in Madison Square Park, and it started off as just a food stall. And in 2004, the first permanent kiosk opened, and now they have a couple of, they have some branches worldwide, and then they also have quite a few other branches within New York City, but this is the original location, the original branch of Shake Shack. And one of the things that they emphasize is that they use 100% natural Angus, vegetarian fed, no hormones, no antibiotic beef, and that is supposed to be one of their key to signature quality and delicious tasting burgers. It's about 10:50 a.m. now, 10 minutes until they open. I decided to stand in line now. Can I please get one Shack Burger double with pickles and onions? One
you want
chicken shack,
like that with the bacon on it?
and then one just regular fries. I just put in my order, and then they give you a buzzer, and I'm gonna go sit down. Ying has hopefully secured us a table here in the park, and the order should be ready soon. I can smell the fumes of the burgers in the breeze of the trees of the air in this park. Or maybe that's also French fries, but it smells fantastic.
Mark?
Yes.
Enjoy.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
At first we were sitting in the shade where it was really nice and comfortable, but the light was really hard to work with the camera, especially the trees and the leaves moving and changing the light. So we decided to come over here into the bright, hot sunshine where the light is going to be a bit more even, and although it's going to be a little bright, sorry about the picture might be a little bit bright. I ordered the double shack, which is 2 burger patties, and I love how that cheese is just overflowing onto the box. Ying got the chicken shack, the chicken burger, which also looks fantastic, and then we've got an order of fries to share. Gotta start with this burger, it's just oozing and beautiful. Before I take my first bite, there are a couple of things I want to explain to you about this burger. Number one is about the bun, and it is a potato roll, which is first toasted in butter, so it should have a buttery taste to it. And then according to, I was reading an article by SeriousEats.com, and they mentioned that the bun is actually engineered or designed to prevent burger slidage from the back. So we all know that when we take a bite of that burger and the burger starts to slip out, as well as the different toppings, this bun is actually made to like conceal in all of the toppings and all of the goodness. And you can actually feel that in your hands. The bun feels very soft and supple, and then you can kind of feel it just all like held together. And then next I want to point out the burger patties, which are 4-ounce patties made with a combination, a mixture of brisket and short rib, and they are always 100% fresh, never frozen. Oh yeah, and also I ordered it with tomatoes. Oh no, tomatoes come, but I ordered it with extra pickles and onions. Oh. Wow. That is a beautiful burger. What I love so much is that you can taste like the little like pieces of meat. The grind of the beef is not very, very fine. You can taste the texture of that beef, although it just sort of melts in your mouth with all of that cheese. I didn't even get any toppings on that bite. All I got was meat, cheese, and bun. And then the bun is really good. The bun is extremely soft. Despite the bun holding in the toppings were sort of over to the back side, so I'm gonna scoot them forward. Got that whole onion. On my next bite, I wanna get everything in one bite, including all those toppings. Oh, look at that beautiful burger. Okay, that is an amazing burger. That beef is so good. Just look at that glisten. And what I also like about this burger is that the dressing, which is some type of the dressing that they put on there, it's not really overpowering. Has a little bit of a creamy mayonnaise-y taste, but it's not an overpowering dressing. So the onion is very mild, but very crisp. The pickle is light, that freshness of the tomato, but I think it really is all about that beef. That beef is fantastic. Take a time out to eat some fries. And these are crinkle cut fries, and they said on the menu that they use Yukon potatoes. A dip in ketchup. They are nice and crispy on the outside, and then starchy in the middle. Those are just good classic fries. And hot sauce. Oh yeah, the fries are actually really good. They're really nice and crispy. It's a really solidly delicious burger, but if there's one thing I could change, I'm not huge on the cheese. The cheese, it's cheddar cheese, but it sort of has that processed kind of flavor to it. I think using a better quality cheese, I think that would be maybe the only thing that could improve this burger. The beef really stands out. The beef is awesome. And I love that texture of the patties, that coarse grind. Ying has graciously allowed me to test her chicken burger. We've got a nice fried piece of chicken in the middle and that same bun. You can really taste the buttery roll in this one, maybe because there are less toppings. There's mayonnaise in here, I think. There's lettuce, and just like maybe a chicken breast piece of meat, crispy on the edges. I would say that I'm maybe over 3/4 of the way finished with this burger, but I want to give you a quick update. It really is true. I don't think I actually made it up that the bun is actually securing all of those the meat and the toppings. It's not, it really is. There's nothing dripping on the bottom there, and apart from a little bit of cheese that was left in the wrapper from oozing out, it's very clean. I got some hot sauce on the side too, and I wanted to eat most of my burger just as is, but hot sauce, I cannot live without hot sauce, and also I do like mustard. And the bun is so soft. This is the very bottom of the burger, and it is kind of remarkable how clean my hands are. I do have a little bit of grease and dressing on my fingers, but that's really about it. It's a very clean burger. The burger has disappeared, the fries are gone, and despite any kind of burger battles in the US, what I can say is that Shake Shack has put together a fantastic burger that was delicious. The meat patties are what really stood out to me, but also the bun was really good. Next up for today, we are walking towards Midtown and towards Madison Square Garden, and we are going to Hillsong Church. And Hillsong is a huge church, and they have multiple different campuses in New York City, but today they have a special service, which is a combined service of all the campuses, I believe, and it is going to be at some theater, which is actually just around the corner from our hotel, very near to Penn Station and Madison Square Garden, so that's where we're heading next. Got in line. I think they're doing some security checks at the front, but we do have a nice view of the Empire State Building.
Come on, move in, some, move in. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome sauce. Let's get these people in, man. They don't want to be in the sun too long.
We made it into the service and they have already started, so we came to the upper balcony section. I will talk to you all when we're done. That was amazing. That was like a concert in here. If you come to New York City, coming to Hillsong is a great opportunity. I'm gonna do a quick vlog.
Okay, do it.
We met up with Sarah and we jumped in an Uber, and we are now on our way to go eat Ethiopian food.
And then there's a vegetarian combo too.
Okay.
It's all good. Special tips.
I'm okay with everything. The restaurant is called Mesk. It's an Ethiopian restaurant, and Sarah and I, we grew up together in Kenya, and we ate Ethiopian food together growing up. And so the right thing to do was to have Ethiopian food. That aroma. That aroma. And we ordered the...
But how could we forget the Doro one?
We gotta get the Doro one. We gotta get the Doro one.
Seep into the injera.
Yeah, because this is that's the saucy dish that really like mop everything up.
The bear and onion saute.
It has been a while since I've had Ethiopian food, and just the aroma is already making my mouth water. As soon as she dumped on, this is the special tibs, which is, it's lamb, right?
Yeah.
It's lamb sauteed with all of those spices, with the onions, with peppers. It smells amazing. Thank you. Okay, so we got injera here, and this is the Ethiopian staple, which is kind of a spongy pancake type of like sheet, and it's made from teff flour, which is a type of grain that grows mostly in Ethiopia. And what you do is you grab a piece, dig in, and I gotta go straight in for the special tibs, which is that main dish. I think we should have we need to have a toast.
A tibs toast.
A tibs toast. Wait, you gotta get that toast.
Okay.
Okay. It's amazing.
So good.
And then with that music playing in the background. Oh, the lamb is tender. You can really taste that mixture of spices. The peppers in there, the onions.
You found the right one.
Oh, you gotta taste her Thai cooking. Oh man.
I can't wait to
And her
visit.
mom. Oh, you gotta come to Thailand. Yeah, you should come. You just gotta.
When you have the baby, that's
you
when I'll
come.
really want to.
Thailand is awesome. Thailand is so good. And the food. We almost forgot to order dorowat, which is one of the staples of Ethiopian cuisine. It is a stew with chicken and eggs and lots of onions, which are stewed down for hours and hours to become a pureed blend of spices and onions. Yeah, and so here it is. It's awesome. That blend of spices. And then the sauce just melts in your mouth because it's so, they're just like dissolving onions. How is the food?
So good. Speechless.
That was a delicious meal. It's been way too long since I've had Ethiopian food. And thank you to Sarah for bringing us here. She said that she's eaten at just about all of the Ethiopian restaurants in New York City, and this one is the best. And it was amazing. Great food. Great to see Sarah as well. And she also runs a blog called OHK World about women's sneakers. I'll leave her link in the description box below. You can check that out. And Ying and I are now probably just gonna slowly walk back towards our area, back to Courtyard. Before leaving New York City, I really wanted to have a lobster roll, and we leave tomorrow in the middle of the day, so I'm not sure when I'll have another opportunity to eat a lobster roll, so I'm gonna take that opportunity tonight. We are walking over to a restaurant called Luke's Lobster. Came into Luke's Lobster, and this is not the original location. I think the bigger location, maybe busier and more action happening, is I think over on the river near Manhattan Bridge in Brooklyn. But since this location is right near to where we're staying, it was very convenient to come in here. Comes in a brown paper bag, and I got it to go. You could also, they do have some seating in there as well. Let's take a look at this in a little box to keep it nice and delicate. Oh, there it is. Lobster filled into a bun. Actually, maybe it's not a bun. Maybe it looks like a piece of bread, which is like cut specifically and hollowed out specifically for this crab roll. And then it's toasted. You can see that brown crust on the edge with probably butter. And then it is quite nicely filled with lobster. And there's some kind of whitish sauce, and then sprinkled just with a little bit of, let me smell that. It has like a little bit of an herb aroma to it. I wasn't expecting the lobster to be cold. It's cold, but it's really good, filled with meaty chunks, thumb-sized chunks of lobster. And it's just very lightly seasoned, maybe barely even seasoned. I can taste that butter on the piece of bread. That lobster is really amazing though. It tastes like such a pure lobster, has a little bit of a like almost spongy texture to it. Tastes very fresh, tastes very like pure, and very little seasoning other than really focusing on the lobster itself, and then you taste that buttery toast. Okay, on the bottom there is like some mayonnaise on there. I didn't even reach that until the middle, and that gives it a a creaminess to go with the lobster. At first, the coldness of the lobster just kind of threw me off, because I think it's just because I was expecting it to be warm. But actually, the coldness really kind of made it refreshing, like a shrimp cocktail, except lobster. But yeah, that was it's very simple, but just focusing on the good quality lobster. And they explained in the restaurant that where they source their lobster from, and every lobster is accountable. That was good. It's definitely kind of expensive and kind of small, but it is a treat. We are just walking back to the hotel from here, so I'm gonna end the video for today right now. Thank you all very much for watching today's video. It's been a fantastic day, and this is our final full day in New York City. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also make sure you click subscribe for lots more food and travel videos, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you again for watching. I have taken a shower and I'm almost ready for bed, but I totally forgot this afternoon about my cold brew. It is in the fridge right here. As much as I would love to drink it right now, I think it would not be the responsible thing to do right before I go to bed, so I'm gonna save it for tomorrow, and I will drink it first thing